Good morning to everyone. It's Monday, December 3rd. We're coming to you from Studio 22. I'm Peter.
And I'm Andrew. And today we try to decipher between truth and lies. We learn how we can give back this Christmas season, and we explore a local Christmas tree farm. But first, let's get to a couple of announcements. Christmas soiree tickets are available during this week only. You must purchase them before Friday. They're $50 each, and yes, you can bring guests from other schools.
There are a limited amount of yearbooks from last year left. If you did not order one and still want one, please see Mr. Holtrop. The cost is $25, and to make sure you don't miss out on a yearbook for next year, go to the Jostin website and place your order now. Congratulations to our mathletes. They had a conference math competition this past weekend and came in second out of 7 schools. We also took first place in the pre-calculus division. More information will follow.
Student Council will be selling Buffalo Wild Wings tomorrow for lunch. And also, don't forget to buy raffle tickets to win a prime parking spot or a Lunchline Fast Pass. For our first video, Jamal and I caught up with Mrs. Tiemans to play a little game of 2 truths and a lie.
So my 2 truths and a lie is that I have been backpacking in Europe, I played basketball in high school, and that my dad was my show and tell in preschool.
I think that she did not go backpacking in Europe.
The lie was a show and tell one.
She probably played basketball in high school. I bet the lie is she's been backpacking in Europe.
I'd have to say the lie is that her dad was a show and tell person.
Okay, we think the lie is that her dad was her show and tell in preschool.
I think the lie is that she went backpacking in high school.
I think the lie is backpacking in Europe. Okay, so I want to say that it was backpacking in Europe, but at the same time, I want to say that she didn't play basketball in high school, but I'm going to have to go with backpacking in Europe. So,
backpacking in Europe.
I don't really know Mrs. Tiemans that well, but I guess say backpacking Europe.
Okay, I'm not for sure on this, but I do know that Mrs. Tiemans played basketball in high school, and I'm pretty sure I heard her tell a story of her dad being show and tell in kindergarten. So I'm going to go with number 1 is the lie, that she hasn't been backpacking in Europe.
And the lie is that I have not been backpacking in Europe.
How well do you really know your teachers? Ask them about their lives. Mrs. Tiemans, thank you for allowing us the chance to get to know you a little more. Winter meetings will take the place of advisory groups on Wednesday. If you're going on a trip for Winterim, you will meet in the library. If you are staying here for classes, you will meet in the Fine Arts Center. And if you plan on doing an internship, you will meet in the White Chapel. Our next segment highlights an opportunity you have to help your local community. Ethan Ox reports.
Hello, everybody. This is Ethan Ox from WAtv. Now I'm currently here at the Outreach Community Center of Carroll Stream on a snow day. And I'm here to talk with the staff about their upcoming Christmas store taking place this December 8th.
So the Christmas store at the Outreach Community Center is in its 24th year this year. And it's an event that we do here in Southeast Carroll Stream to help a lot of the families and students that come to our programs. The store, we collect donated items, mostly toys, and then we sell them to the community for up to 75% off the retail cost. So they're getting the gift for a very low price. And then the money that we raise from the sales, we use for our client fund, which we use to help the community with any financial hardships they have throughout the year. And the reason we do it this way is because we feel like the families that pick out our gifts, they maintain a level of dignity. They're able to pick out their own gifts for a very affordable cost. And they're also able to pick out personally and they get the gifts wrapped. And so it's just a fun event for the family, and it's a really great way to provide for the needs of the community here. So last year we served 993 children with our Christmas store. That's about 500 families. This year we're looking to serve the same amount, about 400 to 500 families, and we hope to collect about 3,000 toys. We're about 1,000 right now, so we need a lot more toys. We need a lot more volunteers. It takes about 425 volunteers to make the event a success, and so we're always looking for volunteers. It's December 8th from 9 to 2, so if you want to sign up, just go to the website, and we'll see you there.
In this Christmas season, it's good to remember the sacrificial gift God gave us, His very own Son. He didn't give out of comfort, but out of love. Consider how you can give out of love this Christmas season, with your time, money, or gifts. And if you're interested, check out the Christmas store opportunities at outreachcommunityministries.org. For our last segment, Mr. Hockett highlights a local small business, Lee's Trees.
There are many Christmas family traditions, but for a lot of people, it all starts with picking out a Christmas tree. Some families choose to go the fake tree route, but for others, there's a joy that comes from finding a live tree. And that's where Lee's Trees comes into the picture. Located about 30 minutes west of Wheaton Academy, near the intersection of 47 and 64 out in Lily Lake, Illinois. It's a bit of a drive, but often that becomes a part of the family tradition. Now in its 25th year, Lee's Trees caters to those families that want more than just selection of a tree, and instead those who seek an experience or a tradition. The small business thrives on word-of-mouth marketing and recommendations. Their prices are a little higher than your traditional roadside stand, but they seek to offer more than just a tree. Visitors are greeted by a friendly staff. There's a space for little children to run around. There's staged areas where families can stop and take pictures with sleds, cutouts, and awesome landscapes. They shake the tree off, they give you a fresh cut, and they even package it up and put it on the roof of your car. But perhaps the coolest part of the experience is the annual photo shoot. Families are invited to return the following year to find their previous year's picture. It's just one of many ways the company shows that it cares about family traditions. If you haven't yet picked out a Christmas tree for the season, consider looking up Lee's Trees. Tradition can start at any time. For WAtv, I'm Mr. Hockett.
All this talk about Christmas trees has me really thinking about the winter musical. Tickets for White Christmas are currently on sale, and you can find information on our school's website. Showtimes are Thursday, Friday, and Saturday of this week, all starting at 7 p.m. Now, before we go to sports, Wesley Jones has an In the News segment on this very special day for our state.
Thanks, guys. 200 years ago today, on December 3rd, 1818, Illinois became the 21st state to join the United States. I know we're all very proud to live in the USA, but today on Illinois' 200th birthday, we ought to be extra proud to live in the state of Illinois. We obviously have the city of Chicago, the jewel of the Midwest, with its tasty hot dogs and stunning architecture, but many great people come from our state. Ronald Reagan and Walt Disney were born here, and Illinois is where Frank Lloyd Wright and John Deere made a name for themselves. Last, and most certainly not least, Illinois was home to one of the greatest presidents of all time and the man who preserved the Union, Abraham Lincoln, and his finest general, Ulysses S. Grant. Take a moment to appreciate our lovely land of Lincoln today on its 200th birthday. For In the News, I'm Wesley Jones.
Thanks for that great reminder, Wesley. Now let's move on to sports. Our boys basketball team had 4 games over Thanksgiving week, finishing 3-1 for the week with wins over Lake Park, Streamwood, and our favorite rival, St. Francis. Marcus Bolt had an incredible tournament. He not only averaged 17 points per game, but also shot 48% from the three-point line and made the game-winning shot to beat Streamwood. Sebastian Perez also contributed 11 points per game and averaged 4 rebounds per game. The boys played this Tuesday at 7:30 p.m. at home. Our girls basketball team is 2-4 on the season, but fresh off a recent win against Guerin Prep last Thursday. Geraldine Blackman is leading the team in both points and steals, averaging 9 and 3 respectively. Imani Hilmer has also been a stronger contributor, averaging 6 points per game and 4 rebounds per game. The girls play at home tonight at 7 p.m. And finally, wrestling had 2 meets last week, bringing their record 3-4 on the season as a team. Derek Johannick is 7-0 on the season with a huge win against Aurora Christian last Thursday night. Other notable wrestlers are Masa Kasai with a record of 6-1 and Jonathan Vanderbilt with a record of 4-3. They played this weekend at Plano High School tournament. There will be a baseball meeting today at lunch in Mr. Musso's room to discuss off-season workouts. If you are playing baseball or just interested, you should plan on attending. See Coach Swider with any questions. And to finish off our episode today, here's Ethan Ox on your 4 things you need to know.
Thanks, Jimmy. Let's get caught up on what you need to know. Number 1, next week is William Academy's 165th birthday. More information will be upcoming, but be prepared to celebrate. Number 2, our winter musical will take place on Thursday, Friday, and Saturday of this week. Tickets are still for sale online. Come out and support the 24 cast members and all the crews. Number 3, our chapel speakers for this week include Scott Reed on Tuesday and Andy Downs for a special Thursday chapel. And number 4, final exams are just 2 weeks away. Make sure you're talking to your teachers early and often. Don't forget to follow us on Twitter and Instagram at WAtv for more information or to leave comments. That's all for today. Thanks for tuning in to WAtv. From all of us at Student 22, have a great day.